Have you ever questioned whether any of the chemicals and supplements actually work? Minerals like magnesium and zinc. Are those genuinely any help to you? How do you conduct your sexual activity well? Today I'll respond to. Create urologic content every Monday if you're new here. Covering topics like urologic health on Friday. Numerous other things, including sexual and bladder health. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and tell your friends about this channel. So let's start moving. Regarding the question of whether there are any supplements for erectile dysfunction, which I believe is one that everyone has. They have all of these things, so let's talk about it. How about a few of the most typical ones? Why don't you begin with what you already know? You hear most frequently about these. And, do they actually exist, you know? 1/2 of cases of erectile dysfunction. Therefore, mental dysfunction exists. PDE5 inhibitors are not immune to the placebo effect. There is a considerable placebo effect at play here. Let's try the placebo effect now. What works is anything that the body can use. It will be beneficial to produce more nitric oxide, thus items like arginine, especially L-citrulline. At this time citrulline is an arginine precursor. More arginine is also available in. Taking citrulline has positive effects on the body. Actually take oral arginine. It aids in arterial whitening. The blood arteries because it increases the generation of nitric oxide. So while I do appreciate citrulline quite a bit, it cannot substitute a PD5. Due to fluency. In fact, a study shown that I am unable to use one of the PD5 inhibitors in combination with a few nighttime antioxidants. I can still recall which was superior. Why am I working on a PD5 inhibitor? Erectile dysfunction is more than just a simple problem. Enhancing your sexual well-being. Therefore, everything I just mentioned is accurate. Words have importance. This is not an event. Instead, I'm improving your sexual wellness. Drive. Additionally, if the system is event-driven in. I visited the petrol station, to put it another way. It worked that evening after I took it. This contains a PD5 inhibitor. I'm aware of it through experience, and it's most likely pretty comprehensive. All of these methods fail. Right away or within 2 hours. If it will function on its own because you are developing the sexual. What do you think I mean by that? For instance, I make pomegranates. There are several advantages to extract and resveratrol. The inner lining of blood arteries is known as endothelium, yet these factors seem to support endothelial and arterial health. Arteries and vessels appear to be anything that will nourish endophilia. The endothelium system is nourished. My main goal when prescribing supplements is to promote sexual health because anything with excellent antioxidant capabilities will do so. I don't do that, so much this versus that. As you mentioned, I believe that some people will fervently believe that specific chemicals and supplements are effective, and many of the comments on the appearance of the videos. Maca is fantastic. Ashwagandha is great for tribulous conditions like. I've briefly reviewed each of these several supplement categories previously in my previous videos, but I kind of want to hear your thoughts because recent scientific discoveries that improve sexual health, or create sexual health, as you're expressing it, have been made. There has been a significant increase in decades. Many other herbs include scientific data with which we treat erectile dysfunction especially. Therefore, let's begin. So the plants that appear to be effective. Because testosterone is required for erectile function as well as desire and other similar factors, ashwagandha is one of my favorite herbs and I believe you'll agree that you should adore it. It also goes hand in hand with boosting. Additionally, given that you likely hail from. It is also of Indian ancestry. India, but it's just a fantastic flora, I agree. My favorite category is botanicals, and this type of being exists if you have nerve beings. Certain of you use adaptogens. A adaptogen is. Your body may be adjusting to stress. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen because it treats everything that results from stress. Nature's creator. Its official name is Indian ginseng. The finest ginseng comes from China and Korea. They are also adaptogens, according to Koreans. There are a few more, I believe. How does the Russian herb rhodiola work? Well, it does appear to be able to increase testosterone, so that's good. It decreases or modifies cortisol, so when you experience, you have less testosterone and more cortisol. Cortisol acts as a counter to testosterone. It seems to counteract cortisol, which seems to increase testosterone and sperm quality. Testosterone and cortisol are mostly produced in response to excessive stress. And such things, epidemedium appears to be where the EPI medium is known as horny. This is street-side goatweed. A bit commonplace when walking down the street. The road is hairy like one of those goats. You know that I don't believe it has anything to do with goats. According to the legend, a group of Chinese farmers first observed these goats 150 years ago. It was you that I was chewing on then. Oh my, epic medium, and it was saying, 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 oh my, these goats, they're dreadful. They are veering off course in this area. I believe that's the history, you know. It is called that there because of this. There appears to be some positive movement. Some really good, Not a lot, but it seems to work fairly well. Animal research plays a crucial role in several human studies, but there's a catch. This epimedium contains a substance called icarin, sin. Is a PD5 inhibitor, Karen. So Karen, if you have enough eyes, I can see how it might possibly function. However, if you have Karen, there may be additional plant elements that have a weak to moderate PD5 inhibiting action. We'll talk about some vitamins and minerals now. If you could let me know if there are particular vitamins and minerals, such as magnesium, zinc, and the like. While taking a vitamin and mineral supplement botanical but herbal that are useful to erectile dysfunction. It doesn't function in the same way as a drug. It has an impact on multiple pathways. This has an impact on several pathways. Consequently, you want to maximize your budget. Obviously, all minnows have macrominerals, so you get the most bang for your dollars with whatever you take. And microminerals are significant to a certain extent, so I'll just throw. The ones I felt were most important were omitted. One of them is, I guess, magnesium. Magnesium is essential. It ranks in the top 5 for me. Over 300 enzymatic pathways are affected. Such a large cardiovascular reduce your blood pressure after studying, I don't obtain any. Also decreases blood pressure due to the connection. Right, headaches. It, unwinds. There are some minerals that, when present, calm the muscles and nerves. Magnesium once more for prostatitis. It is a wonderful one because it promotes sleep. Particularly magnesium 3, which improves memory. Magnesium 308 is that. If the patient experiences constipation, magnesium citrate or oxide may be appropriate at this time. So in regard to magnesium, what it probably does. Again, some study exists, but it's not solid. This demonstrates that it releases testosterone. There may be many totals, thus you now have greater freedom for your. But if there isn't enough spare time. If you're not going to do it, you'll need enough free time with boron to reap the rewards of testosterone. If you choose one where you get the most magnesium for your money, it tends to liberate up testosterone. Those are macro and trace minerals. I really like the zinc though. The gland with either the greatest or second most zinc is the prostate. It has the appearance of concentration. Activity in the latex cells, which are the cells that produce testosterone in the late excelsus. And generate testosterone in the testicles, which seem to be in good shape. Activity there as well, so I would recommend zinc. If you must, say magnesium and zinc. If you have to pick two, is there a pick? If you've ever been concerned that you might take too many minerals. The vitamins A, B, C, add E, and K are all fat-soluble, regardless of whether it is a water-soluble mineral or vitamin C. If the bulk of minerals are water-soluble, then vitamin C is as well. Well, what additional argument am I making, if any, if it's a water-soluble vitamin? Oh, vitamins are nothing more than pricey urine. Yes, I have heard about that. The truth is that there is some. Because that's what your body needs to do, urinate, it's to do that. It doesn't require what therefore, but you. You want to provide your body as many of the necessary minerals as possible. It's almost as if I'm not going to drink any water because I have to urinate. Anyhow, the water is pricey feces. But your body gets what it requires, so it works wonders to keep you alive. Of course, from these things still. You must exercise caution because of the toxicity. I know you said the top 5 when it's combined with medications, therefore I want to continue before we depart now. Minerals are among your top 5 supplements. Whatever you think they are, vitamins. It's important for everyone's general health. It need not be limited to sexual health. Nevertheless, general health. Even if you are exceptionally clean, I believe that most of us lack access to healthy foods. By the way, I'm a plant. I've never met somebody who is okay, therefore I've been operating in this industry for 25 years. Every diet I know, and everyone I know, I am familiar with. I can see the speakers for these diets on stage and in the audience. Nobody is completely closed. There are still not many of these, but let's say someone is. A multitude of causes, nutrients in meals that we previously discussed, so I believe a strong multi is a good thing. Just generalize your fundamentals, and I'd also include, fish oil or for the diehards. Who doesn't want to eat and drink? Anything that is animal-derived. Algae can be consumed, and it contains adequate amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and vitamin C. Everything is, once more, for colds and flu. Vitamin C collagen doesn't work well if you don't have enough money, thus in reality, those are the folks you see using it. You can offer them, of course, an amount of vitamin C. That is only a lead into. Consequently, your skin might. I'm 75 years old and I'm here. Look at my skin, please. Yes, I take vitamin D supplements. I believe that vitamin C is really significant. I believe I mentioned vitamin C and multi-magnesium omega-3 fatty acids. This is challenging for guys because it is most likely in the top 10. I want to choose a botanical acceptable for the sixth one. The most likely culprit is curcumin. I am quite a bit, and when I take it, you realize that you do, in fact, wake up after a certain age. A little stiffer, plus I have a job. Due to your frequent travel, you are more likely to. You don't have the stiffness of an antioxidant. Anti-cancer advantages. I actually employ it. I really enjoy it because curcumin is found in it in reasonable proportions even in prostate cancer patients. A little, okay, I'll toss out a 6. There is, I believe, ashwagandha. When using ashwagandha, you receive a lot of. I hope everyone learned a lot from it if you're looking for a lot of anti-aging products. If you have any queries, kindly comment below. You should constantly prioritize your own needs because you are valuable.